welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are ranking Led Zeppelin. Wow, we're actually doing a rock band? This is Quest for Metal, not Quest for Rock. Rabble, rabble. Yeah, we are doing a rock band. We're doing Led Zeppelin. I forgot what we were doing then. We could be doing the Rolling Stones. We could be doing Queen. Could be doing fucking anything. But no, we are doing Led Zeppelin, one of the greatest rock bands of all time. And I am not too familiar with this band. I gotta be honest, I'm not too familiar with the band. I'm only doing this because someone, you know who you are, you magnificent bastard, in the comments. I said I'd rank Led Zeppelin if they counted to 69, and they have counted to 69, and they've been patient as fuck. So here I am to rank Led Zeppelin albums from my least favourite to my favourite, and a lot of these I've listened to for the first time. For the first fucking time. And now I'm going to tell you from like a noob's perspective on what I think is the best and what I think is the worst. Now, don't take this as any definitive proof because I haven't listened to them since the old days. I've not even listened to them fucking at all until recently. So this is just a completely fresh take on Led Zeppelin. What's going to be top? What's going to be second to top? What's going to be last? Who knows? But you know how it goes on this channel. Let me know down below what's your favourite Led Zeppelin album, what's your least favourite, and what's your favourite songs, because, you know, they got some fucking bangers. So, I guess let's get stuck in with my least favourite, which is In Through the Outdoor. In Through the Outdoor is my least favourite. It's one of the newer Led Zeppelin. I say newer. It's been some time since it came out, but with regards to all the other albums, it is one of the newer ones they've done. But it just doesn't hold a candle to any of the early ones. I mean, can you really put it up against Led Zeppelin 1, 4, 2? Houses of the Holy? I can't do it. I can't put it higher than any of them because none of these songs really grab me as much. I don't get gravitationally pulled towards this album like I do with some of the others. I know some people hate some of them, but yeah, we'll get to them. They all have their shortcomings, but this one has the most shortcomings. It's definitely the most dull, the most lifeless, and the most just doesn't sound fun to listen to compared to all the other albums. It's easily last place for me. I don't really think I'll go back to it. Maybe I will, because I've only listened to it like twice. So, come on, this is the virgin's perspective of Led Zeppelin. You know, I'm a Led Zeppelin virgin, alright? But yeah, maybe it'll go higher on multiple listens, but from first impressions, it's the weakest, so it's going here. Next up is Coda, which didn't know whether to actually put it here or not, because it is like a collection of like outtakes and songs, previously unreleased material from the other stuff, so I don't even know if I can even put it here, but at least it's more interesting than In Through the Outdoors. So some of the songs on here, actually pretty good, I kind of enjoy this one. Yeah, but it's still a good album, and I'll still give it some respect, because I do enjoy it, and I would listen to it more, but for being honest, I'm not really going to listen to it again. So, even though I enjoyed it a lot more than In Through the Outdoor, that rhymed, I'm not going to go back to it, so yeah, it's coming here. Next up is Presence. Presence is next, and the album cover's pretty cool. I want to go eating. I want some food now. Some goddamn food. Now, this has some standout tracks on. This has some killer tracks on. Achilles' Last Stand. Oh, yeah. That is a fucking belter of a song. Nobody's Fault But Mine is a great fucking romper as well. Romper Stomper? So I actually really enjoyed this album. Again, this isn't my forte. I really did enjoy a lot more songs on this one. Some of them stood out a lot more than they did on the previous two. So I gotta give it some credit. It's a fun, enjoyable album and kind of overlooked. So Presence is coming here. Next up is Led Zeppelin III. Holy wackadoodle dandy. What is this doing here? Yeah, Led Zeppelin III. It's easily the weakest of the trilogy. Of the quadrilogy even. Yeah, it's easily the weakest. I still find enjoyment in it. But you can tell it's not as good as the others. Although it starts with the Immigrant Song. Come on. Yeah, I'm not going to torture you with any more of that. One of the greatest Led Zeppelin songs, one of the greatest rock songs of all time. And it kicks off this album, and you just you're raring to go. You want more, you want more. Doesn't quite deliver on the more and more. There is still some more good songs on here, but it's not quite as like all energy, all guns blazing the entire way through like some of the others we'll get to. But Celebration Day is a fantastic song. And the 7 minutes Since I've Been Loving You, ooh, I really enjoyed that one as well. So yeah, Led Zeppelin III it's an underrated album. I do think it's underrated. Loads of people shit on this. Loads of people rate it highly as well. So yeah, depending on what camp you lean on, I think it's kind of in the middle. I think it's not shit, it's not amazing, it's just pretty good. So it's coming about middle of the pack here. Physical Graffiti is here. Physical Graffiti is next. One of the longest albums. Like, holy shit, how long is this fucking album? 83 minutes? But I enjoyed it a lot more than all the ones I talked about. Yeah, I even enjoyed it more than 3. This has some really good songs on. Like, this has some real good songs on. Custard Pie especially. I love Custard Pie. Might not be like a classic, but yeah, fuck it. Custard Pie is great. Houses of the Holy, the song, not the album, is also fantastic on this. And some of the longer cuts as well. In My Time of Dying was a great goddamn like 11-minute song. Yeah. This album is long, short, can get tedious at times, but some of the songs that they hit fucking hard, and I would definitely revisit this one. Again, not the biggest into classic rock, but I'd revisit this one. This is one of the ones I'd revisit. So from here on out, these are all ones that I'd go back to and say, you know what, I'm a fan of these guys now. So yeah, this is one of them. So Houses of the Holy is next. Some people put it last. I know Jamie Horsley put it last. Like, he doesn't like this one at fucking all. I love it. I think this one's actually great. So there's a big step from that to this. I think these are fantastic from here on out. Houses of the Holy, more experimental, more psychedelic, more prog rock, more like King Crimson and shit, which I do really love. Progressive rock is one of the ones I love. Classic rock I need to get into. So yeah, this is a great fucking album. Over the Hills and Far Away, the Rain song. Oh, the Rain song. No Quarter as well. This has some fantastically imaginative songs on this album. It's weird, it's kooky, it's the weirdest sounding album they've ever fucking done. It's the most strangest one. It doesn't sound like Led Zeppelin at all. It doesn't have that weird classic rock feel, which is probably why I really enjoy this one. But the songs on the others are better, so it's gonna come here, but I give it really high regard. So Led Zeppelin II is next. Zeppelin 2 is next. This is a classic. We're getting to the classic trilogy now. You know, these 3 people generally say the best, and I don't like to pick the best, but sometimes it's the best for a fucking reason, and this is one of the best. Whole Lot of Love. Come on. Whole Lot of Love is majestic. The fucking Lemon song as well. Heartbreaker, yeah, there's some great cuts on this album, but it pales in comparison to the other 2 I'm going to talk about, but this is still classic for a reason. Still thoroughly enjoyed my time with this one. It just didn't grab me like the other 2, my top 2. So this one is coming at number 3, I'm afraid, even though it's a great goddamn album, and if you have it number 1, good for you. For me, it's number 3. So what's number 2? So number 3 was number 2, and number 2 is number 1. Number 1, Led Zeppelin 1 is my number 2. Are you confused as I am? Yeah, good. Led Zeppelin 1, it's a masterpiece. It's 10 out of 10. Every song I enjoyed. When I listened to this, excuse me, I was dying. When I listened to this, it was the first album I listened to by Led Zeppelin, and I didn't want to put it down. I listened to it the entire way through. Obviously, that's what you do with albums, Questy. But sometimes, when I listen to some of the other albums, I was like, I kind of want to stop it. Whereas this one, I was like, holy shit, yeah, this is great from start to finish. There's no dull moment, there's no bad song. They're all quick, they're all punchy, they have that edge to them. It's a great, fulfilling album, especially for someone who hasn't listened to them. Someone who hasn't listened to them and wants to get into them, this is a great place to start. I mean, You Shook Me was amazing. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You is a fucking masterpiece as well. I love that song. Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused, come on. Yeah, that's a fucking flawless song as well. So every song on here I really enjoy. Pick out any of them, they're all goddamn good. Led Zeppelin 1 is a masterpiece, and it's only number 2, so that means most famous, the most classic, the most overrated, the greatest album is going to be top is Led Zeppelin IV. Yeah, it always will. Like, I didn't want to put it top. Everyone has it top. But listening to it, it's top. It's top. Don't want to be that guy who doesn't put it top just for the fact that everyone puts it top. But it is the best. So I am honest in my rankings. If something's shit, I'll put it last. If something's good, I'll put it top. This is not just good. This is phenomenal. This is one of the greatest rock albums ever. Apparently, according to everyone. And when I listen to it, yeah, I can see why. Because this has some killer fucking tunes on. Black Dog, The Battle for Evermore, Stairway to Fucking Heaven. Come on, I don't even need to say that one. You all know that one. When the Levee Breaks? When the fucking Levee Breaks? Yeah, all the songs on here, fantastic. They kind of went... They just got better and better. I love Led Zeppelin's ability to just change with each album sounding more different to the other one. Like, 3 sounds nothing like 1. 1 sounds nothing like this. This sounds nothing like Hazard the Holy. This, to me, is the peak. It's the greatest Zeppelin album ever. And maybe time will change that for me. Maybe when I get more into them, a couple of years, I'll do one. But for now, this is going to be number 1. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I'm going to re-listen to it right after this ranking. So, that was my take on Led Zeppelin's discography. Let me know down below, did you enjoy yourselves? What's your favourite Led Zeppelin albums? What's your least favourite? And do you want me to do more rock? It means I'll have to listen to them fresh like this. Ho ho ho. Let me know down below and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.